If you build AI agents with the systems that run them, two practical trends matter. MCP makes runtime tool discovery structured and machine-readable. Teams are solving multi-runtime fragmentation by adding a control plane between developers and runtimes. Together, these changes alter how agents are discovered, invoked, and governed in production. On July 24th, multiple posts documented complementary operational patterns. An MCP deep dive explains a JSON RPC initialize handshake. Then tools/list returns tool metadata and input-output JSON schema. A Go example used github.com/model context protocol/Go SDK to expose a single tool. Separately, the control plane pattern is a gateway that normalizes provider APIs, routes requests, binds credentials, and stores sessions in Postgres. Key updates. MCP provides initialize then tools/list and supports list change notifications. Clients parse JSON schema so models can call tools correctly. The control plane centralizes policy, budgets, and observability. Light LLM agent platform was cited as a Rust-based example. One evaluation tested more than 60 MCP servers and used a 4 out of 5 production threshold. How MCP discovery works in practice. The client sends initialize with version and capabilities. The server replies with its capabilities. The client calls tools/list. The server returns an array of tool objects with name, description, input JSON schema, and optional output schema. List change lets servers notify clients about updates. Why this matters. Schema-based discovery makes tools composable. Models can call tools without brittle adapters. A control plane addresses credential sprawl, session model differences, and scattered policies. Authors reported teams that don't fix fragmentation often hit friction around month 3. Teams using a control plane iterate faster because policy and observability are centralized. Developer actions. Instrument and test TypeScript tracers against real async patterns. Use async local storage for request-scoped context and validate streaming lifecycles. Wrap probabilistic models with a validation gateway, circuit breaker, and immutable ledger for audit. Use a shared failure library to cache recent failures and verified remediations. Sync local caches to Redis for multi-machine fleets. On the system side, a Postgres B-tree experiment provides concrete numbers. The first 291 index entries fit in a single page. The 292nd insert triggered the first split and created a root above 2 leaves. Most inserts generated 2 wall records, heap plus index. Leaf splits wrote 3 wall records, a level increasing split wrote 4. The author observed an index at 417.92 megabytes, with 53,193 leaf pages and 300 internal pages. Networking labs reinforce infra primitives. DNS round robin used 3A records, rotated with RR set order cyclic, and a TTL of 30 seconds. Split horizon DNS returns different answers by client source network. DNAT demonstrated rewriting public 203.0.113.1:8080 to internal 10.0.0.2:80. Terraform, do not edit terraform.tf state manually. Use remote state with S3 and DynamoDB locking for teams. Opportunities. MCP plus a control plane enable reusable tool catalogs and cross-runtime failover. A local failure library reduces wasted retries quickly. TypeScript native tracing that preserves runtime semantics reduces instrumentation surprises across node, serverless, and edge runtimes. Takeaway. Add protocol-level tests and an evaluation checklist before installing MCP servers. Validate initialize in tools/list and test adversarial prompts. If you run agents across multiple runtimes, consider a control plane for credentials, sessions, and policy. Measure infra effects, WAL counts, and buffer touches for Postgres indexes, short DNS TTLs for round robin, and remote lock terraform.tf state for teams. Sources used for this report are listed in full in the description. Included: MCP deep dive, control plane pattern, failure library, MCP evaluation checklist, TypeScript tracing guidance, deterministic control architecture, Postgres B-tree experiment, DNS labs on round robin, split horizon, and NAT, Terraform getting started guide, and browser image converter post. Every URL is in the description.